People ask, you're a farm-to-table chef, you're a farm-to-table caterer, what do you do in the winter? You can't do farm-to-table in the winter. I go, yes you can. The thing with Doolittle Farms is the preservation of history, but also a preservation of ingredients. In front of you are all Iowa ingredients that you can do in the middle of the winter. We've got a crostini that's made with local grain. We've got a prosciutto here, so that's a preservation of Iowa meat. We've got a local jam from my property. We've got 2 local cheeses, that's a preservation of dairy. Showing when you grow something outside of the season, that you can actually preserve it to be in the middle of the winter.
We are the owners of Hinterland Dairy, which is located in Donaldson, Iowa. We have a dairy farm here as well as a cheese processing plant.
We moved out here in 1985. We've kind of been adding a few acres ever since, and now we're up to 400 acres and milk about 140 milk cows total.
We make about 400 pounds of cheese per week. We can milk cows here on Monday night, and it can be ready in the cooler on Wednesday. So you can't get much fresher cheese than that.
We're at our house here down near Cumming where we run a small beef herd doing direct markets, partnering with some business out of Cumming and then doing some freezer beef with customers and stuff too.
Being able to provide our daughter the opportunity to go out and be a part of our farm and have her watch us build something from the ground up is unique. Even at 2 years old, you can see how much she loves being able to go do those things.
I am Ralph and Colleen's youngest daughter of 3. I am a cheesemaker here at Hinterland Dairy Farmstead Cheese. The definition of farmstead cheese is that it has to be made on the same farm where the cows are milked. And in the Midwest, especially in Iowa, it wasn't that many generations ago, every family had a couple milk cows. And so many of them were cheesemakers. We have Donna here, who does a lot of the cheese making alongside me, as well as a lot of our ice cream making. Today we made cheddar cheese curds, a full vat of them, with the milk from the cows that we milked just last evening here at the farm.
We get here bright and early and we start sanitizing all the equipment. And then we introduce the milk into the pasteurizer, flash pasteurize it, then it heads over to our vat where it has culture added to it. After a certain amount of time, we add the rennet. Then we are able to cut it into curds, and the curds cook before we drain the whey off.
The cheese curds start sticking back together and form into loaves that we cut and flip to help expel the whey before milling those loaves into cheese curds. And then we salt them, and from there we put some of them into rounds to head to the aging room to make aged cheddar, or we serve them up as fresh cheese curds.
I think farm-to-table dinners really bring an opportunity for us to bring farmers and consumers together to sit down and have a conversation around a common interest, which is food. Micro-local, when I was talking with Chef Aaron, just means how can he source things within that 20 to 30 mile radius of where he is preparing the food. To be able to go to that dinner and see our beef featured, it just becomes really full circle.
Most of our cheese we sell here on the farm out of our farm store, and we like people to come out here so they get a glimpse of the farm, they know where their product's coming from. And a lot of people that come into our store tell us that they made that connection from where they were eating at and they saw our name on the menu there. So it was quite an honor to be featured in that dinner.
It feels great to provide something that is so very local throughout the entire state.
Carrying on that tradition of being a farmstead cheesemaker in Iowa.
One of the coolest things about what we've done here is it's very important for us to be involved in the communities too.
In Iowa, we support each other, and that night felt like, okay, this is why we're doing it, this is worth it. We're building a brand, we're building an opportunity for people to know and meet with their farmer. More and more people are just wanting to have that local connection.